Hi everybody, it's Mary again. I'm with someone special today. Evan! Anything you want to say, Evan?
I don't, what are we talking about? I don't...
How about we discuss gorgeous British men?
You're just making me discuss this because of what I said.
Well, possibly, yes. But the world wants to know how you feel about British men.
Okay, what I said earlier was that, you sit a hot British guy in front of me, I'm going to want to rape them. Because they're just gorgeous and they have a fabulous accent.
But honey, if they're willing to have sex with you, you can't rape them.
You can pretend.
Well, okay, now that we know your fetishes, who is your favorite British man out there?
Oh God, there's Tom Daley. He's the Olympic swimmer.
Oh, I've seen him. He is gorgeous.
Yes, and there's two. There's Tom Daley and then there's David Beckham because they're both like...
Okay, I don't normally like guys with tattoos, but David Beckham, him and Adam Levine. I could go for that.
You don't like tattoos?
Not really.
I love tattoos. They're
okay, not a guy that's like covered in tattoos.
Okay.
But like a guy that maybe if a guy has a couple tattoos, I'm like, all right, that's cool, that's cool. But if he's covered in tattoos, I'm usually like, no.
That's a turn off.
But Adam Levine, whew. That man, him and David Beckham, anytime.
Yeah, I like tattoos. I think they're sexy. I love them.
Yeah. Do you have any tattoos?
I have 6.
Are they in places that you can show?
Yes, some of them are. One of them not so much.
Oh, well, that's okay. Let's show the camera the ones that you can show.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you count this as 1 or 2. I have this one.
Oh, those are pretty cool.
Yeah.
What do they say?
It says equal rights.
Awesome. I would count that as 1, because,
Yeah.
they go together.
They do.
Do you have a rainbow flag somewhere? Because that'd be, like, even better.
I don't.
Oh, you need a rainbow flag. Did you hear about England is now marriage equality?
It just passed marriage equality, yes.
Go so Queen.
We can Yes. It makes sense, the country has a queen.
Oh, speaking of which, this one picture I saw on Facebook, it was this kid that had the question, who is the greatest queen? And they answered with Freddie Mercury. I was like, you know what? That actually works. That is a pretty good answer. That kid is a winner.
For those who don't know who Freddie Mercury is.
One of the biggest queens in the music biz.
Well, I mean, by God, he was the front man for a band called
Queen. Exactly. Right on. Okay, so your other tattoo.
Okay, so I have this one.
Oh, that one's pretty cool.
Yeah, it says, nothing is true, all is permitted in Arabic.
In Arabic? Why in Arabic?
I'm a 4th Lebanese.
I never would have guessed that.
I am a 4th Lebanese, and Lebanese speak Arabic.
Of course they do.
So, it was kind of I wanted to get something down my side that said that anyway, so I was like, well, while I'm getting it, I might as well get it in Arabic, because I'm a 4th Lebanese, so it made sense in my mind.
Interesting.
And, I mean, it's an old saying over there, and it just basically means, like, all of the social constructs that we have are just that. So you can do whatever you want to do, you don't have to follow society's rules. And you can go against the grain if you want to, because, I mean, it's just that. It's just society.
Right.
And it's not necessarily what's true.
Okay. Let's see. What other topic shall we talk about? Well, so where am I going in 2 weeks?
New York.
Are you jealous?
I want to go so bad, you have no idea.
Oh, well, honey,
but I can't afford
you can always come visit me, and we could go to the village.
Yes. Yes. We're going to have to. That's like gay Mecca.
Of course
Besides
it is.
San Francisco, but...
Well, we could always make a trip to San Francisco someday.
We could.
Ooh, San Fran.
San Fran, yes.
We'd also have to stop up in LA because Chandler Massey lives in LA.
She's obsessed.
Don't say that. You might someday watch this video.
She is obsessed.
Chandler Massey lives there, and also Hunter Parrish lives there.
Oh, crap.
He moved there. He moved there from New York. Loser. Van Hansis used to live in LA, but now he recently moved back to New York, which I'm glad for, because, you know, then I could randomly run into him in New York City.
Randomly.
I would randomly run into him. I would. It would be random.
You're gonna get a restraining order on one of these times.
It'll probably be from, like, Chandler Massey.
And then he's gonna look on his Twitter and be like, oh, she follows me on Twitter. That's how she knew where I was.
Okay, so Evan, guess what?
What?
I just found this really awesome video. It has Daniel Radcliffe in it. What?
You are obsessed.
I am not obsessed with Daniel.
Don't let her fool you.
I am not.
Don't let her fool you.
Okay, I'm not obsessed. I am.
Call him your future husband.
No, that's Chandler Massey. But Daniel Radcliffe is my second choice. Okay, never mind. That sounded really bad.
That just proves my point.
It does not prove your point.
It proves my point.
How does that prove your point?
That you want to marry Daniel Radcliffe.
Well, who wouldn't? He's a fucking British man.
This is true.
Who has bright blue, gorgeous eyes that I could swim in. And who cares that he's only 5'5" and I'm 5'11"?
He'd have to wear like.
I'm willing to go. I'm willing to lean over to kiss him.
He'd have to wear like those platform shoes at the wedding.
Did you know I was 4 rows away from the stage when he was in How to Succeed?
You told me that.
It was amazing.
Speaking of which, this is how obsessed she is with it. She just showed me a video where Daniel Radcliffe is apparently a slob, and she said it didn't even matter because she would clean up his wardrobe.
Hey!
And she
that's
would wash.
Love. That
she
is
would
love.
wash his socks that he used to clean up Diet Coke.
Speaking of socks, he shared this picture with the lady that did that interview. He shared a picture with her that was yellow with purple toes, and they had dinosaurs all over it. They were the freaking awesomest socks ever. I want those socks. I'm just telling you that right now. I want those socks.
Well, I don't know where they sell those socks.
Walmart.
Ooh.
I'm just kidding. You could probably look online. Dinosaur socks.
That Daniel Radcliffe wears.
No, just dinosaur socks. I like crazy socks. You should know this by now.
I do know this. She's got well, you're not wearing crazy socks.
They're not that crazy. They're just striped. But I never wear just plain white socks. Never.
I do, but she doesn't.
I hate plain white socks.
I let my jeans and shirts speak for me.
Well, I try to do that, but I'm too freaking fat for that.
Whatever.
I am not as skinny as you. You go to the gym every freaking day.
I do.
Why do you go to the gym every day? Because you need to look fabulous because you're gay.
Well, of course, gays don't go to the gym to be healthy. We go to the gym to look good.
Who said that? Oh, yeah. Wasn't that like Emmett Honeycutt on Queer as Folk?
That was Brian.
Said something like that? Or Brian. Somebody said that. I know it was either one of them two.
That was Brian.
Brian is... He's bad news.
I'd fuck him.
Of course you would. Of course you would. Yes, you may. So the one that I would fuck would be Justin. I would fuck Justin.
Yeah. Well, he's
Justin's
big bottom anyway.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of which, okay, so
where our
apparently
conversations go.
So apparently the type of gay boys that I love are blonde-haired ones because Chandler Massey plays Will Horton, and oh my god, I want to see that man naked again. We saw him mostly naked. We saw him mostly naked in bed with Sonny after they had sex. Of course, they were probably wearing underwear.
They were underneath. They were underneath the sheet, but yes, you saw them mostly naked.
Honey, their legs were still hanging out. The only part that was covered was their private parts. So we had no idea on how big they are.
Oh, I'm sure they're
well endowed. Oh, let's hope Freddie and Chandler never see this video.
If you do, this is your future wife. It'll happen. You'll be drugged at the courthouse one day. You won't know how you got there.
There is a story circulating out there of a possibility of that happening.
You're gonna end up.
That's never going to make it into public eye. That story will stay on my laptop unless somebody murders me and steals my hard drive. And this is where our conversations usually end up.
Yes.
Not really.
You're going to end up at the courthouse one day. You're not going to know how you got there. And she's going to say, by the way, we're married.
Oh, my, excuse me. That would be me and you, honey. And you're going to be like, fucking A, can I still have sex with men? And I will say, of course you can.
You would encourage it.
I would. I would probably be the one to be like, popcorn, watching it happen.
Through a peephole.
Oh, no, I'd be front and center, honey. Oh, no, this is bad.
It's still going on YouTube, too.
It is totally going on YouTube, but that's okay. Because I want people to know the type of friend that I have in Evan.
The crazy?
Well, duh. You encourage my crazy.
I do.
Which is the best kind of friends to have.
I'm an enabler.
But those are the best kind of friends to have, as long as they're not enabling you to do drugs or alcohol.
I'm completely nuts.
Well, duh, honey. You're the one that introduced me to the club scene. That just shows.
When I introduced her to the club scene, we went to a drag show. She had never seen a drag queen before.
I hadn't. You're right.
She hadn't. So the first drag queen that she comes up, okay, we go to the Brown Sugar show, and Brown Sugar, without heels, is like 6'5".
Mm-hmm.
In heels, she's like a 7-foot tall drag queen. She had never seen a drag queen before, and the first thing she sees is Brown Sugar's crazy, fabulous ass coming out onto the show, onto the stage, just cussing up a storm, and she's like, oh my God.
I fell in love, people.
She didn't even notice the cussing. She's just like, I love her.
I did. I fell in love with drag queens.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, my mother was right. I probably am gay. I'm just kidding.
I know some butch lesbians that I can introduce you to.
I'm good. I had a failed relationship online with a woman once. It was online, that's why it failed.
Exactly. It's like catfish.
Oh my gosh, I saw that show yesterday, and there was a gay black boy. And he was flamboyantly gay.
Here's my thing with this show. People on this show and this is just my opinion of it, but I mean, if you're only talking to them online, it's not really a relationship.
No, it's not. You're
right. It's not really I'm sorry, but fuck buddies have a better relationship than people.
Me and the woman I was in a relationship with online, her and I actually talked on the phone quite a lot.
Well, then see, that's better. But most people are they're talking through instant messenger and stuff.
This kid that had been catfished by another gay black boy. He, but this first one was flamboyant, and I'm just like, this is just so weird.
You're right.
It's not a race thing. It's just weird. It was just weird. Because normally when you see a black guy, and I'm not meaning to sound racist, they're all hard, tough and hardcore. They don't sound, whiny, bitchy like this guy did. And he had talked to the guy on the phone, but the guy had lied to him and used a straight black man's photo for his picture, and it was quite. Leaves the introduction of being introduced to who the guy really was, and he's like, I told him everything, and I was just like, oh dear God, I'm never watching this show again.
No. And this is what I don't understand. It's not a relationship. To be in a relationship, you actually have to see the person. Physically.
Mhm. Yeah.
And sure. Make out and
honey,
have sex with them.
that means we're in a semi-relationship. We see each other. We just don't have the sex. We're like a married couple. Oh my God, we're like an old married couple, the kind that no longer has sex, but they live in.
Because we'll break a hip.
Well, because we live in companionable silence, I guess you could say, and talk to each other, but we don't have sex.
It's like that post-Viagra marriage.
Exactly. But you still go sleep with other younger men.
Well, yeah, but...
Younger version. gonna say goodbye. Bye.
Bye.